God, this bloody cold. Hang on, let me just sort my levels out. 2 2 buckle my shoe. 2 2 2. Hang on, I'm peaking. My levels. I don't know why, but it's only going. It's like it's got. Is this distorting your end? Hi, techie Steph. T2. No, it's fine, and yes, it is. Okay. What about now? Is it distorting now? Okay, cool. But the thing is, that's now at minus 15. Now actually it's at minus 17 dB. So I'm going to have to... I wonder... This has happened since I've updated... since I've updated OBS. It doesn't matter. I'll just have to make sure that I don't have the audio of the tunes as loud, because otherwise my voice will sound really low. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your help with that. Keep me updated if there are any other audio discrepancies. Thanks, Joe. I'm not feeling it. I'm still under the weather at the moment. I'm just going to mute the alert box. But yeah, welcome to the demo drop. Basmotastic! You! Thank you. Thank you, darling. Thank you for 5 months. And DJ Kato as well. Thank you very much for resubscribing for 2 months. 8 minutes ago. There you are. Oh, thank you for gifting the sub there to Basmotastic. Wow. Thank you. Okay. So, working on the premise that we're at minus 17 dB right now. You guys will just have to, like, deal with that, because it's better than me having a distorted voice. I can't listen to people when they have distorted microphones. Like, it pains me. It pains me. But yeah, I am... Hang on, I've just got to do my last bit of socials while we just wait for everyone to get in. I sound like one of those influencers off TikTok, don't I? Hang on. That's better. And just wait for a few more people to get in. Oh, what's that? You're really pretty. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Where did you get your jumper from? Oh, I got it from Primark. Delete that one. That's not very nice. Hi. You're the best DJ in the world. Oh, thank you, babes. Thanks. Oh. I wish I was as good as you. Oh. Oh. Well, you're not, are you? Oh. Welcome in, guys. How many have we got in now? If we've got over 5 people, then we'll start. I am an Uber influencer after all. Oh shit, there's loads of you. Hello. I was being ironic. It's a meme. I'm being a meme today. But yeah, I am still a bit poorly. I didn't go to my chiropractor thing today because I didn't want to get him ill. And then they kind of shouted at me. They're like, well, you've changed the appointment twice now. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm ill. Like, what part of it do you not understand? I don't want to get him poorly because then he's not going to work. And so she's like, oh, okay. Well, you could just wear a mask. I'm like, yeah, I know that. But I still think he might get poorly. Next bounce sesh, it will be soon. It will be soon. Yeah, that's the last one that I've just got to put in. So yeah, welcome to the demo drop, guys. If you are new, and I haven't really explained what we do here on the demo drop for a bit of time, and I know that we've picked up quite a few new people over the last month or so. So basically, on a Tuesday, we listen to your music, and if you are a budding up-and-coming producer, artist, this also applies if you use an engineer. That's fine, as long as you just say that is the case. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And if you'd like us to listen to your track, it's more designed. Originally it's more designed for it was more designed for helping people with their music production, and it still fundamentally is that. However, I'm happy for you guys to send in something that's been released recently, or something that you've finished already that you're rather proud of, so we can big you up and we can get you followers on your SoundCloud. If you've got it released on like a download site, let us know where that is, or Bandcamp, so we can support you. Thank you, DJ Kato. Welcome in, Madda. So yeah, that's basically what it's about. And if you do want to send something in, just send one track at a time. Don't send me like loads. I get overwhelmed when people send me like loads and loads of music in one thing, and they go, you choose. And I'm like, no, you choose. You choose me the best track that you feel represents you the best. You can do that every week as well. You can have just send in one a week. And make sure it's a WAV or an MP3 or a SoundCloud link. Try to steer away from expirable WeTransfer, Zippy Share, those kind of links, because I know how busy my inbox gets. That sounds really rude. No. She got a busy inbox. Stop it. And I don't go down there very much, in my inbox very much. But when I do, and I have a rummage round, that's when I'll find your music. And a lot of the time, when I go into my inbox, a lot of stuff's expired. So basically what I'm saying is don't send me expirable links. You could do a Dropbox. You could do Mega Upload. Actually, I don't know if they still allow this, but Mega Upload will give you 50 gigabytes of free upload space. Google Drive. I can't think of any of this, but if anyone else can think of it. SoundCloud's, do you know why SoundCloud's the best, Madda? And you are right. The SoundCloud's the best for two reasons. Number one, I don't have to download everything to my computer. But if it is a finished track, I do like to download it WAV to my computer, because it means that I can start playing your stuff in my sets as well. So that's fine. Or you can send me the WAV and a SoundCloud link, because when you give us the SoundCloud link, while we're listening to it, I just spam the chat with your SoundCloud profile and get everyone to follow you on there. Mega Upload give you 20 gigabytes now. Oh, that's a shame. The inbox just got a whole lot thirstier. In other news, Let me just get my follower math right. Don't do it for me, Richie, because I know Richie's very good at maths. He's good at adding up. 87, 88, 89, 90. 13 more people needed, and then we get to 17,000 people. That's amazing, isn't it? Let's just think about how amazing that is. Hi, Bosky. While I play the first song. And this is, let me find my little folder. This is Loyalty 0161, Believe in the Music. And I've got some notes here. The notes are, I've been working on a new track, few samples and whatnot. Bit of a bounce house track. I just struggle with the middle section, as in placement of drops, etc. But this one is set out better than my last. I hope I took your advice. Hope you like it. Feedback grateful, dude. Bless. Cool. So what that means is, Roots, thank you very much for following. What that means is this is an unfinished track, so keep that in your mind and build your feedback around that. Let's go.
If you're gonna call me, I'll hold the line. Don't know what it is, even if I'm lonely, I'll be fine. Yeah. If you're gonna call me, I'll hold the line. Don't know what it is, 'cause you're not my vibe. But every time I look into your eyes, they make me almost wanna change my mind.
Okay, so that was Loyalty 0161, Believe in the Music. So it's got potential. Oh! Guess what I've got to do? This is because I've got... Where is it? There it is. This is because I've bloody updated OBS and everything looks different now. I forgot to put it on the screen. So we're just going to listen back through a little bit of it. Okay, here we go.
Change my mind.
Okay, so that was Loyalty 0161, Believe in the Music. So, as I was saying, it's definitely got potential. However, I feel like you're struggling here to allow this track to have a proper identity. I think you want it to be bounce, but it's sounding more like a house track. So if this was me, I would probably be making a decision at this point. Do I want this to be a bounce tune or do I want this to be a house tune? Because there are a lot of elements that are crossover. However, this is a really valid part of being a producer, being an artist, is to go through making tunes like this. Because I've done this myself. We've all done this. Where you're trying to be a bit different. I'm going to be real different. No, you're not. All of us are emulating something. All of us are. We want to believe that, you know, we're going to break molds and, you know, all the rest of it. And to some degree, ignore what I'm saying there. But everything emulates something. But I think that in terms of this track, no one's going to probably play it. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, because I don't know where it sits. It would stand out too much in a house set, and it wouldn't be driving or energetic enough in a bounce set. So you've got to make a decision at this point to go one way or the other. It sounds like on the offbeat you've got some kind of a like hi-hat or something, which is either too high in the mix or you should get rid of it altogether, because it sounds like it's drowning out the donk, the offbeat FM synth bassliney sound. Also, someone mentioned about there not being enough sub in there. If it's a bounce track, you don't need to worry too much about sub. But if it's going to be a house track, then definitely think about the low end. So, yeah. That's what I'd say, is just make a decision. You've done all the hard work. Some good ideas in there. So, yeah. And thank you very much for sending it in. And I hope that that's helpful. And yeah, remember, guys, whatever system you're listening on right now will determine how much of the frequency spectrum you're going to be able to hear. So, for example, if you're on a phone, you're probably not going to hear a lot. I mean, I'm on my Mackie monitors. My Mackies probably only go to, I think, maybe like 50 hertz. Maybe 40. So I don't always get the bottom end in tracks, but it did sound like it needed a bit more balancing in that area. But I do think that once you've made the distinction about what you want to do with the track in terms of its style, that will become apparent then in a new mix down. But yeah, this is a good place to be as an up and coming producer, because it tells you something. It will give you some more information. What is it that you enjoy making? Which direction do you want to go in? But yeah, it's lots of potential, Danny. Exactly. Next. Oh, I don't like this layout. Oh, I don't like this. Muscle memory is a really important thing for me. So like when my muscle memory gets messed up like it is on OBS right now, it throws me off. I'm like, This is what happened when I went from FL Studio to learning Ableton. And I started learning Ableton properly 3 years ago because we had to use it at uni. And because I'm so quick on FL Studio, I know so much about FL Studio, so much. And then going to Ableton, I'm like, any like small task, it's like, everything's disjointed again. However, it is quicker for a lot of things. It is. Next up, we have got Lee McNeil, and this is Sesh Gremlin. FL Fam representing. What? Why aren't you working? Why isn't my hyperlink working? This is bullshit. Okay. was Lee McNeil and Sesh Gremlin. I could imagine a little Sesh Gremlin running around going when listening to that song. I've Discover picked this one up, Lee. That's my mate Chris, isn't it? That's brilliant. That really is. Yeah, it's gurning away. Sesh Gremlin. And all your previous ones on here. Brilliant. That's what I like to hear. You heard it here first on the demo drop. Really, really, really solid track, that. Really solid track. I loved your percussive bass line. I love the tech trance feel to this. I loved your use of your effects as well. How your transitions are flowing from each section. All sounds very cohesive. Really, really, really good job. Well done. Oh, hang on. I get to download it. You lot don't, because it's a private link. But I've just seen the download thingy. Yay. Let me just put it in my promos. Thank you very much. I'll be playing that one. So yeah, guys, please make sure you follow Lee. Really, really good tune, mate. Really proud of you. Yeah, well, Trance Mondays is more like classic trance, but we'll be playing that probably like Thursdays, Fridays are usually like trance ones, like modern trance. Definitely going to be playing it though, and on my radio show. Really liked it. Thank you for sending it in, mate. Next up, we have got DJ. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, and you've never corrected me. DJ Kato or DJ Kato? I'm going to think that it's Kato. Kato? Kato? Yes, doesn't it help? Because I said three things then. Yeah, any genre's fine, delicious. Any genre. I said it right the first time. What? Kato? Is Kato correct? Respond. Now. Kato. Long A sound. Kato. So it was the second one I said. Kato. There we go. Thank you. Kato. It's important to me that I try and get everyone's names right. There we go. DJ Kato. Nice. And this is Equalizer.
You'll never get away with it.
Oh, yes, I will. Watch me.
Okay, guys, that was Equalizer, and that is by DJ Kato. Now, it does go on for a bit longer, which I'm going to get to as being one of the points of possible looking at changing about this. So, if we do that first, because I will forget, is 8 minutes 45 seconds long. And now this, I am assuming, and forgive me if I'm wrong, this is a new genre or you're quite new to production. Something that we all do. We make tracks super long because we've got all of these ideas, and then it's kind of like we're trying to like transition in between these ideas, and each part of this arrangement is going to have different things in each bit. And there's too much space around it. So it's about working out what your best bits are and then whittling that down. So you have some really good ideas in there, but you also have some quite... No! Do you know what? I was going to say, it sounds like you're using the wrong sounds. And... Please understand that everything that I'm going to say and anything else that anyone else says is completely opinion based unless stated otherwise. There is nothing wrong with the sounds that you used. However, but it kind of does work. And I know this because I didn't hate it. I really liked it. I was like moving to it, and I'm like do, and then you've got your little round one fight. Is that Mortal Kombat? Like, so I wouldn't change that. It also wasn't necessarily in key, but again, I didn't dislike it for that. And I think someone actually said, yeah, that it sounds like it's for games, and it does. It does. This is the beauty about music. Music can like move you in different ways, and it doesn't always have to be pleasing. But this is pleasing. I'm not saying that this isn't pleasing, but I'm just saying in general, music doesn't have to do that. Music doesn't have to resolve for us. Music can have a completely weird time signature that DJs would absolutely hate, but it might be another way of expressing something within that music. So from an artistic point of view, I think it's really nice. I really do. However, as a DJ or as a record label owner, this would be my advice. The snare on the second and the fourth beat of the bar needs to go. Don't know if it needs to go or if it needs to just be a different snare or a different clap. It sounds quite like jarring. And this is only what I'm saying in terms of being a DJ or a record label owner. As me as a listener, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd probably just make it a bit shorter. Also, we've all done it. I released a tune. It was 9 minutes 50 seconds, and it should have been 2 minutes shorter. Bohemian Rhapsody was like 8.5 minutes long or something daft. Some songs don't need to be whittled down. However, it's a learning curve, like you say. Sometimes it's because we don't know how to get to the best bits quickly. Perspective is really important as well. So taking a bit of time away from it, letting other people listen. It could have been 14 minutes. I don't know, but I just know it was longer than usual for a radio song. Radio songs were usually 3.5 minutes long, weren't they? Or 3 minutes long. So I'm really like, and again, the other thing that I would probably change as a listener and as a DJ and a what am I? Record labeler person, A&R, is remix this down because some of the elements are louder than they should be. When we're dealing with dance music, always, unless it's D&B slightly different because the loudest element needs to be your snare. But in other dance music where it's like 4/4, your kick and your bass are the elements that everything else needs to be worked around. So starting your mix down from say like -6 dB for your kick and your bass, and then make sure none of the other elements are coming above that. Hello, Kelly. So I'd say do that as well. But just keep going. You finish this one. Get on to the next one. Get on to the next one. Do another one. Every single track, and I'm saying this to me as well, every single track that we finish, we'll learn something from. And then we'll take that into the next track that we do. When we first start making music, all of us are idiots, basically, because we feel like idiots. We're not actually idiots, but we're all like fumbling around like a virgin trying to take his first bra off or whatever, you know. It's all like, you know, and the more you do it, music production, whatever it is, making music is like making love to a beautiful woman. Stop it. Every time you complete a track, you will learn something, and you will go into your next project being able to see things in a higher resolution. And that goes for anything that you do in life. All of us are fools in the beginning. All of us. You have to practice something. You have to do it over and over again. Finish things. Learn from your mistakes. And each time you will be able to see, metaphorically see, hear, whatever, in higher resolution. Higher and higher and higher resolution every single time. And that's how you get incrementally better over time. And this is why it's so fucking important that people in this chat are good to each other. I won't have anyone saying anything remotely shitty. And that's not because I'm babyfying this, but this is an extremely vulnerable place for people to come into and show stuff, especially when they're learning. And I know from experience how one person's comment can wipe any kind of inspiration or want to be in the studio. At all. It annoys me. It makes me fucking angry when people do that. So don't do it. Someone's already been timed out for something very, 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 very minuscule, kind of, but no. Keep going, mate. I believe in you. You got this. Hello, Kid Dynamo. Are you 5'4"? I'm 5'4". No, I'm 5'6". No, I'm taller than you. No. No, I'm not. Am I? That's weird. But yeah, just be aware, guys, that the things that you say, like in normal life, I'd say fucking get over it. In normal life, if someone says something rude to you, thank you, DJ Kato. Thank you, darling. In normal life, I'd say you just got to deal with that. But when it comes to music production, I am not risking you not creating, because this is so intrinsically linked to our mental health. So it's important to be nice, or else I'll get ya. Right, next up we've got Mark Ross, and this is Change Your Mind. Okay, that is Mark Ross. And Change Your Mind. Mark's on here a lot. I don't know if he's in right now because I know he works weird hours. I'm doing him a remix at the moment, a hard trance thingy, and he makes a broad spectrum of different styles of music. And I think that the person on the vocals there is his daughter. Oh, there he is! You just arrived. That sounds like... Is that JD on the vocals? Because it sounds very like... It's got her kind of like raspiness on some of the longer top notes. Let me just give you a shout out. But yeah, I love that. The vocal took me to church, says Old Lady Raver. Yeah, nothing I'd change about that. It's actually a sample. It sounded like your... Is it JD or... Forgive me, I've forgotten the name of your other daughter. Not Jade this time, okay. Did she do the one? Yes, Bryony. Did JD do the remix I'm doing for you? Sounds like her. Or is it another sample? And where do you get your samples from? Where do you get your vocal acapellas from? Where does other people get theirs from? It's not Patsy Cline. No, it's not. I know the original because I used to... This is the weird thing, right? You sent me that remix to do. I used to listen to the original on my jukebox all the time. Crazy. And I used to sing it in karaoke because I used to love that song, Don't Tell Anyone. Because it's so like... But what you've done with it within that track, it fucking works. It really, really works. But I did not think that's... It's not Patsy Cline. It can't be. I know that she did the original. Yeah, it's definitely a cover. It's gonna definitely be it's definitely not Patsy Cline. Plus it's too clean. That song's from like the 60s or 70s. Yeah, I think that's probably why I thought it was JD then, because it was different from the original. It's not you, Bosky. Shut up. Loop Cloud, yeah. Looperman's good. Even better for copyright, yeah. Splice, of course, but do you know what? I always get really underwhelmed with Splice. I don't use it very often. The only time that I really that I use it is like paying off my rent to buy plugins. But I think the best thing to do, well, not the best thing, a great way to get your own samples. And I'm sure that this is something that Deadmau5 mentioned in his masterclass thing as well. And that is to get your own little folder full of little samples, little rips, ideas, midis, stuff that inspires you. You know, like to think of like as a mood board. That's really helpful. I find that helpful. I like to rip my vinyl, not in half, but that's a musical term meaning record it onto my computer, just in case anyone starts attacking their vinyl. Don't do that. Don't do it. How's the remix coming along? I've done the arrangement and I'm now at I've done the arrangement and now I'm putting in the bells and whistles. So we're about 75% done. So when I say we, I mean me. Hello, DJ Cluer. But everything's in there now, all of my main elements. I think I'm just thinking about now how to use that vocal. So, but there's I'm really, really proud of it. It's given me a good opportunity to use phalanx as well, because I've just recently got phalanx. And I've used it for all of my drums on this occasion now, and it's so good for layering kicks as well. Like I found a new way of doing my kicks now, and got it to really slot in nicely with the bass. But you'll hear it. I might send you actually a little whip after the show so you can hear it. Hi Martin. Yeah, phalanx is amazing. If you don't use phalanx yet, guys, just maybe go. I think you can get like a week or something to use it for free. It's a really, really useful sampler, and it's got lots of things. It just makes the job that it would usually take you a bit longer, or it would be more finicky. Yeah, the envelopes are really good. Yeah. It's also got this really cool A/B, so you can put 2 samples in one slot. I said slot. And then there's like a fader between the two, so you can have less or more of one or the other, or you can do it that way. Stop it! And also you can assign like them all to different MIDI outs as well if you want, or if you're like me, you just use it for one particular thing. Just have it all going to the same MIDI channel. Rave Generator is very good as well, yeah. What DAW do I use? I use FL Studio is my main one, and I also use Ableton as well. Ableton is something that is best for me for like live performance stuff, and I think personally the reason why I use FL Studio is because I started on that first, and if I started now I'd probably be more inclined to use thingamabob, Ableton. So yeah, Ableton just makes things it makes sense. It makes sense. But I love FL Studio because I'm so used to it. I love it. But I wouldn't tell people to use it just because I do. But I do love it. It makes sense to my brain. Ableton might be more linear, and it's definitely great for live performance. And if you've got external hardware, or you're putting in a mic and stuff, Ableton just does it straight away. It just makes sense. But try a few and see what sticks. I know people still use trackers, and Kid Dynamo still uses Acid Pro. I do use Dance EJ. I'm lying. I just use Dance EJ. That's it. And apparently my boyfriend makes all my tunes. So there you go. Wounder. Right, next up we've got Harrison J, Knowing You.
What's to say to love you? But I have to go. Won't lie. lie to you. I do the things I wanna do. You should do the things you want to do. Oh baby, oh baby. You know that I like the way you dance it. Oh, on the night I will miss it. Baby, but the summertime you send it. You send it, you send it. Baby, it's true that I like you. Want so cool, but I don't have to live it yesterday. To live it yesterday. Baby, oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. What's to say to love you? But I have to go. I won't lie to you. I do the things I wanna do. You should do the things you want to do. Oh baby, oh baby. You know that I like the way you dance it. Oh, on the night I will miss it. Baby, but the summertime you send it. You send it, you send it. Baby, it's true that I like you. Want so cool, but I don't have to live it yesterday. To live it yesterday. Baby, oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I didn't know your love. Won't lie to you. I do the things I wanna do. I won't lie to you. I do the things I wanna do. I won't lie to you. I do the things I wanna do. I won't lie to you. I do the things I wanna do. You should do.
Harrison J, send me the full version, please. Because I want to play that. I'm going to play it in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. Because I really like it. Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, I know you. No, I know you. Down with the mom, you. Wanna mob you. I'm gonna mop you. I'm gonna mop you. Yeah, well, if you can't get the sample cleared or samples, then I'll sing it for you. It's fine. I can do it. I'll sing it. Thank you for 4.2 rating. That was called The Muted Yak. Guy said he's going to make a song, a track, and he's going to record all of my different burps. He's going to make a tune out of it. I was like, oh, thank you. Oh. Write the theme tune. Sing the theme tune. I know you were rating the burp. Hang on a second. We shouldn't be rating my burp. Let's get back to the music, please. I know my burps are amazing, but this isn't about me. I know. It just comes out, you know? That burp was weak. Right. I'll show you. No, I don't. I very rarely bottom burp. Yeah, I take you that means passing wind. No, it's mainly burps. Mainly burps. Guy's the farter. Anyway, just stop talking about things. Please, because my ADHD is high today. I'm feeling very... I feel like this every day, but I've got a lot of energy today. So it's taking a lot for me to not go on tangents. My brain's like going, oh, I want to talk about this and I want to talk about... And I'm like, no, come on. The thing is, as well, when I hear one of Harrison's tracks, Harrison J, a.k.a. Martin, I get so inspired and I just want to get in the studio and I want to try and, do something like this. And it takes a long time to get to this level. So, I love to hear his stuff on this show, but I don't have anything that I could ever really add in terms of something that needs to be better or anything. All I want is the full track, please, so I can play this. I love it. I love I recognise the guitar straight away because it's Shape of My Heart by Sting. And that's a track actually that's very dear to Guy. And when Guy was going through a lot of his mental health issues many years ago, this was a track that he used to refer back to a lot. It would keep him quite grounded. And he has a lot of history with this track. A friend of his, Dan Duran, showed it to him years and years previous to that. And I think for him, this was a really important tune for him to come back to when he felt he was losing, where he was or who he was at the time. So as soon as I heard that sample in here, I was like, oh, and it's such a beautiful sample to use. And you've used it in such a creative way. You really have. So I love it. And what you've inspired me to do now is to go back into my particular folder of ideas and samples and use one of them in this way. That's what this has inspired me to do. Had to pitch the brakes down to 110 BPM and the kicks in at 125. I'm fine. It sounds great. You'll tell more stuff because you know how you've gone about things. Like that's something that I've noted myself when I have to pitch down like a track as a DJ. And I think, oh, will people notice? Will they think that that's too slow? No one ever noticed. And the same's true about pitching something up a lot higher. Unless it's like really obvious. People don't usually know. Sounded too fast for the what? Well, there you go. Just use your ears, which you do. Just sidechain the reverb to the vocal, says Martin, to make a little more room. Sidechain the reverb to the vocal. Let's have another listen.
But I have to go, won't lie to you. I do the things I want.
personally, I don't think that it's causing a problem, but it is a good thing to consider to get a little bit of extra room. Absolutely. Sometimes it can make it too pumping as well, can't it, if you overdo that? But I could hear everything that was being said in that perfectly. Yeah, I don't think it needs it. Remember not to do stuff automatically. This is a good point, actually. Don't put compressors on every channel. Don't EQ every channel. If it doesn't need it, don't worry about it. Unless you've recorded it in yourself, and then make sure you roll off the bottom end and the top end. But usually, you like that pump. Oh, okay, cool. Fight! Oh, yeah, well, Martin, you're right. Well, you did say that you were saying it from an opinion side of things. But thank you for bringing it up, because that's something that I sometimes forget to even do, is think about sidechaining things like the reverb. With other instruments, you know, especially in breakdowns and stuff. So thank you for the reminder. Yeah, but I really, really like that. Do you know what another technique that I really liked? It was the Abbey Road reverb technique. Let me just Google it to get the... So if you've not heard of this before, it's about EQing the reverb. Hang on, so I need to get this right because my dyslexia makes me get things the wrong way around all the time. The Abbey Road reverb EQ technique not only prevents a track from swimming in reverb and thereby losing intelligibility, it also offers a meaning of gluing instruments and vocals together in a mix. It eliminates annoying high frequency tails, increases clarity, yet still provides the sheen and size that reverb can impart to a sound. The trick is actually quite simple and works with any and every reverb unit, hardware or software. If you're working with plugins, insert an EQ with high and low shelving filters ahead of the reverb unit. Position is important. EQ placed ahead of the reverb results in a smoother sound, since you're equalizing the frequencies that are activating the reverb's reflection algorithms. Since reverbs often accentuate certain frequencies, placing an EQ after the reverb doesn't have the same effect as taming the frequencies before they come into unit, which obviously will make sense as well if you add in Q, resonance as well. So I'm just gonna put this link in the chat. Honestly, little things like this will make all the difference. Yeah, exactly, Martin. It's so true. And like sidechaining was made by accident as well. I've started playing with creating a return channel, adding a reverb to that, and then sidechaining that into the vocal by dialing in. Nice. So you're getting a lot more control doing it that way. God, I love these talks. This is so much fun. Oh dear. Oh, who was it the other day? My friend Day, he was talking about mid-side EQ. Me and Guy are having a mad conversation about mid-side EQ as well, and also about how wrong we can get mid-side EQ or mid-side compression and when to use it. And again, these are... Or just bang a sausage fattener on it and shut the fuck up. Yeah. This is how overwhelming it can get. There's so many little areas to music production. In the beginning, try not to worry too much about this kind of stuff. Learn how to use your DAW inside out. Get really quick at it. Find 1 or 2 VSTs and learn them inside out. Don't buy shitloads of them. Just learn how to use them. Find presets that you like and reverse engineer them back to the most basic waves that you can. And it will really help you to learn how to shape your sounds and make your own sounds. Yeah, folks are still using sausage fattener. I know of someone very, very, very high in the production world, very high in the production world, who uses sausage fattener on the master literally like 1%. And when I saw him doing it, I was like, who? You? I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to give away their techniques, but I was like, wow. Yeah. And it is someone extremely well known. Like on a global level, not in Hard House or anything, like top level. So, yeah. And this is a good thing to remember. Don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple, stupid. You can't use more than like 2%. Shh. Let people find out. But yeah, it's keeping it simple is the best thing. But do like get into these other areas. Which you will do naturally once you've learnt your door, and you're scratching your head like, how do I get it sounding better? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Having these kinds of conversations is really helpful as well. Also, OTT, bang that on sound at 12%, but set at 12% and thank me later. Ooh, I'll try that one out. OTT is like it's an expander as well, isn't it? It's like an opposite compressor as well. It does it both ways, doesn't it? Is that a Skrillex tip? Wow. I'm sure I used to have the standalone version of it, but it was really buggy. But that was quite a long time ago. Or Vengeance multiband. Yeah, I quite like the Melder stuff as well. Melder plugins, but they're a bit of a learning curve. But if you've got no friends, lots of time, it's really helpful to just go in deep with your plugins and your VSTs and learn everything about them. You have no excuses these days either, because we've got so many like YouTube tutorials and stuff that's out there for free. Yeah, Melder's amazing. It really is. But then again, like sometimes it has the same functionality as like I really like Rhythmizer, which is a Melder plugin. But then no, it is better than like the other one, which would be like thank you DJ Kato. Wow. Thank you. Well, what was the other one that everyone used to use? There was Glitch by Effectrix. There was Effectrix. But then before that, what was the one? Oh, what was it called? There was like another like glitch machine kind of thing. Like one of the early ones. Not Camel Space. No, that's different from what I'm thinking of. There's like an Effectrix one. Rhythmizer. No. I think it was green. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, there's loads of different makes will do the same things, but learning them inside out is a really good idea. I mean, even the ones these days like the Shaperbox LFO tool-ish kind of thing. But specifically I'm talking about the Shaperbox one. That's got like presets in it now, which will do a lot of the glitchy stuff that we used to use. What is the name of it? A1 Trigger Gate by Alex. I've never even heard of that one, but it's similar. It's similar. But you can get 2 in 1 now, like with something like the Shaperbox thing, or probably even LFO Tool. I just don't like the interface for LFO Tool. I think it's a bit like is a bit annoying. And the GUI doesn't. I can't seem to resize the GUI either. Hi JLF. Okay, next up we've got Troy Wise. I bet you I'll think of what it is that I'm thinking of now. In a minute. I hope I do anyway, because I won't be able to sleep tonight until I remember what the fuck it is. Oh, this is Troy Wise and The Process. Resize the GUI. Stop.
Today I need you to embrace what comes hard. Today I need you to accept the challenge. Today I need you to fall in love with the process. To embrace what comes hard. Today I need you to accept the challenge. Today I need you to fall in love with it.
Very, very nice. Troy, the same as what Martin Harrison said. The bass just needs to be more prominent. Just a mix down thing. Easy fix, as Harrison said. Martin says a bit more variation on the melody. Yeah, I really like that melody. You could have had like a counter melody with that. Defo. But it's sounding very together. Yeah, email me the link, Timber, because I don't know what you mean by that. Unless it's one that I've asked you to vote for to someone else. Because I've done that recently. There was 2 people who I've asked people to vote for, but not for me. Troy, yeah, well done. It's my first solo project since my Tidy Pro course and been stuck on it. What do you feel stuck on? What do you feel stuck on? Or are you not sure? Feels flat. Okay. Yeah. So you're aware that there's something that is stuck is a bummer. It's a bit like writer's block, isn't it? Cobra, don't put links in the chat, please. That's why coming onto this show is a really good idea, because we can help you with that. So it feels flat. I think that what we're referring to is being the bass needing to come through. Yeah, is probably what you're thinking of as being flat. Listen to what Harrison's saying there, Defo. Good that you identify what you think the issue is. Yeah. And that happens once we've had a bit of space from our project as well. No, let's not go, Cobra. No more links, please. No more random names of songs. Otherwise you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble. Keep on trucking. Exactly. I'm sure Harrison will be able to give you some sound, excuse the pun, advice on what to do next. Richie getting the mod sword out there. Oh, it's kicking off. Oh, it's like being in class, isn't it? And someone's about to get in proper trouble. They're about to get sent out. Oh, Harrison, that is so sweet of you. May, I love you so much. Right. Ban Hammer. Yeah. You timed him out. I'm banning him. He's gone. Bye. There we go. Didn't know. And it may seem harsh, but he's been in the chat like the last week now, and he doesn't really like say anything other than just putting in random names of songs, and it's just distracting. It gets really fatiguing. I don't understand why people do it. I mean, sometimes it can be a like translation thing, but I've monitored him, and there's been no other language, and if there was, I would have said it in their language, and help someone to understand what the rules are. But yeah, it's very strange. DJ Aftershark says, if the bass feels flat, my first question is, has the track been mastered yet? Ooh. If it has not been mastered yet, maybe bring up the bass's level just a little bit and remember to compress kicks enough. Yeah. Or don't compress them too much. or check that if you've got a limiter on the master. And if you have, take that off. Can I speak more than one language then? C'est possible. Un petit peu. Si. A little bit. Google Translate can though. Like on Twitch, you need to be aware that like you'll have every single genre, every single kind of person from all over the world, and that means that we have to try our best in every way that we can to accommodate every single person. And with that said, I just want to say a big thank you to Snowy Fox, who has raided us a little bit ago. Thank you so much. And I hope that you're well, my darling. And you raided us yesterday as well, which is really cool. Guys, please get following Snowy Fox. Who is Chinese. I'm gonna try and say some Chinese now. Hang on. Okay. Nin hayo.
您好，感谢您的光临。
您好。
您好，感谢您的光临。
感谢您的光临。您好，感谢您的光临。Yes, nailed it. So you get people from all countries. 你好, yay! And that's what I absolutely love about Twitch. It's amazing. Honestly, it's brilliant because you'll meet people that you've never would ever meet normally. You know, that's why I love Twitch so much. I really do. But yeah, that's basically why we try and work out if someone can understand, you know, the rules and stuff and accommodate. But people like that Cobra, it's just, after a bit, it's just too much. It's just like, okay, fine. Back to Troy's track, The Process. Very aptly named as well, because it is a process. And I have a feeling that with a bit of help from Harrison, you're going to nail this track. I'd love to hear it again after you've spoken to Harrison as well, because it's nearly there. It's nearly there. So yeah. But yeah, if you've got Google Translate, like, just give it a go. Just give it a go. Trying to speak someone else's language is like a really respectful thing. It really is. It's showing that you care and you're trying. But I'm going to have to work on my pronunciation there. Let me see it again. Hang on.
您好，感谢您的光临。
感谢您的光临。It just sounds so lovely. It's so sweet. It's such a nice language. Yeah, thank you very much for the raid, my darling. Love you, Snowy Foxy. And welcoming all the raiders as well. Next tune is Bosky and Black Star. Here we go. Hang on, I'm having an issue with my... Oh, what's going on here? Come on. Hang on. Oh, it's working now. How strange. Here we go. That's Bosky and Black Star. May take a bow. Some really lovely elements in this. Did I not put... Oh, I have put your name on there. That's all right then. It's getting better and better every time that you're finishing these tracks. I know you've made quite a lot recently. Crefton, thank you very much for following. Thank you. Welcome in. And you can tell, like, this is the one way that we will get better is by starting tracks and completing them, moving on to the next one and the next one and the next one. So your instrument selection is great. I loved the hard trance flip in the middle section. I think it worked really well with the banging trance. And it was quite different. Probably it sounded a little bit overly complicated in some sections, which could just basically be down to shaping of the sounds a bit more, levels or just transition points of the individual melodic elements. Again, say this every stream, trance is one of the most difficult genres in my opinion to get things sitting right and being harmonically correct. There's like thinking about music is like thinking about a 3D landscape, at least a 3D landscape. It's oftentimes even more than that. It boggles my mind sometimes. Like forwards, backwards, reverb. Things up front or are they further back? And that will dictate how much reverb or less reverb you have. Like what we were saying earlier about mid-side EQing, multi-band compression, multi-band EQing. Then you've got time. So you've got arrangement to think about, composition, mix down, levels in relation to each other. Bus groups, individual plugins, stage gain staging. But we love it. Yeah. It's never ending. Synthesis. Shaping our sounds. So many things to think about. And then you need to get people to like it. So, you know, fucking fair play, mate. No mate trance button, no. Yeah, you should be really proud of this one. I'd be proud of it, mate. It's really, really good. I love the acid line in it. I love the artwork that you've put to it as well. It's very synth wavy, and there is a very synth wavy lead sound in there, the bendy sound, which I really like. Hello, Hexadecimal. How you doing, mate? Yeah, well done, mate. I really loved that. Really, really loved it. Thank you. Yeah, you did. That's the Black Star. From Ultraman. Oh, okay. So that's the person, is it? Like, what's Ultraman? Am I missing out on something here? That's the Black Star from Ultraman. Is this like a comic book thing or something? Yeah, the synthwave feels good, isn't it? I love synthwave. Netflix anime. Oh, okay. I might have a look at that then. I've already dropped the link, but here it is again. Go and follow. Get supporting each other. That's why we're here. Nice one, guys. Next up, we've got Expansions. Move Your Body. H&H remix. This is Sean Hayes who sent this one in. There we are. That's Expansion's Move Your Body H&H remix. I like this. I like the hard trance, the European hard trance influences. Very techno-y though as well. Kept very simple. It's definitely got its own sections. Loved the use of the original melody from Move Your Body. Yeah, I think it works. I like it. I like it too. I like the little fills in there as well. The little ear candy. Nice. Very well done. It's nice and simple but effective. A nice little remix. Yeah, or bootleg, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I don't really have a lot more to add than that, but that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Maybe I'd say like steer away from using too many like loops or like sample packs for some stuff, because it can make the percussion sound a little bit static at points. But in all, for it works. But I'd say like as a improvement thing, maybe like in future, try relying less on loops and using like making your own individual hits for stuff, because it was sounding a little bit static in areas, like, but like maybe that's just me, but I liked it. Kicking the bass were great, and I think that's sometimes the biggest hurdle, is if you get that sorted out, you're fine. Next we've got Heart Sean, but you might know him as Hartshorn. I've not even listened to this because I don't need to listen to this in advance, because I know all of his tunes are amazing. Darling. So here we go. This is Hartshorn and Wild Free.
I'm on a mission, admit it, I'm not proud of the past. I know we wish it was different, wish that I never crashed. Cause I need you in my arms tonight. Heartbeats that brought me back to life. Without you around, I'm covered in doubt. Are we running out of time now? Follow the sun down to where the stars all come out. We can chase the light, you and me. We can live our dreams like we're wild and free. Are we running out of time now? Follow the sun down to where the stars all come out. We can chase the light, you and me. We can live our dreams like we're wild and free. We can live our dreams like we're wild and love is forever and ever, I know we'll make it last. We'll stay together, whatever the weather, let it pass. Cause I need you in my arms tonight. Heartbeats that brought me back to life. Without you around, I'm covered in doubt. Are we running out of time now? Follow the sun down to where the stars all come out. We can chase the light.
Yeah, it's all right. Mate, so good. So good. Wow. I have a lot of Hartshorn in my hardcore folder. It's he's one of my favourite artists in this genre. It's very difficult to make individual or not authentic, but original sounding tracks in these genres. But he manages to do it. He keeps my interest in all of the tracks that I've got. There's not one I don't like. It's more like which is my favourite one. And he had me from the very first track of his I ever heard, which was called Erase Me. And from that point, like, I've loved every single track he's ever sent me. So thank you so much for sending this in, Hartshorn. I'm going to be playing this in my hardcore sets. I absolutely love it. Why are you so pretty? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, see you later, Hexadecimal. Can we give you a shout out? See you later, babes. Yeah, loved it. Bish bash bosh. Like that section where it all just fucking gets sent.
Heartbeats where the stars all live our dreams.
You know, it's just such a tune. Wow. So talented, mate. You really are. I love you. I love you so much. I love everything that you do. Thank you so much for sending something in today. So this is a good way for us to see, like, this is like end game stuff here. I can't feel my face. Yeah. Inspiring stuff, mate. And I love it. I really do. I'm favouriting that. That's brilliant. I love that face. Is that Scott Brown? It looks like Scott Brown. It is Scott Brown, I think. It says Scott on it. That's amazing. We're playing at a gig together, actually, in March. Yeah, we're playing. I've not seen him since we were both playing in Australia years ago. Like nearly 20 years ago. I've not seen him since. Is that his toilet selfie? Oh, does he do toilet selfies too? Yay. Yeah, we're playing at the same gig in a month and a bit, 2 months' time. Be ace to see him again after all this time. Okay, next up. I can't outdrink him. I'm not drinking alcohol until July. Every year I don't drink from January the 1st up until the 2nd of July, because the 2nd of July is my birthday, and then everyone buys me gin, and then my life just takes a downwards turn. But at least it's only a downwards turn for half of the year and not the full year. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, I do miss my gin. Do you know what I miss more than gin? I miss my beer. I love beer, but nothing can compare to having mental clarity and feeling good in the mornings. You know, I wouldn't say I feel good in the morning, but I don't feel really shit in the morning. And I do now. I really feel hangovers because my body's usually like in a really, like mentally, I'm in a really good place most of the time. Unless there's something like stressful going on, but I know how to process that. Even though it will take me a bit of time, I can do it. But I feel like as soon as you start putting hangovers into your life, everything just feels so stressful. Everything just is so much effort. And then it will encourage bad eating and other bad life choices. So I just think, well, if you just don't drink, then you'll be all right. So, hi, Rennie. Yeah. I don't miss it. I just miss the taste of beer. Like, I can have one beer or two beers and then not drink. I can do that. But I like to just not do it at all. Because the thing is, with me, you probably understand what this is like. You'll have a few, and then like the next time it will be 3, and then the next time it'll be like 4, and then you'll get really drunk, and then you'll feel shit for 2 days, and then you won't do it for a bit. But I find that in order for my body to like be optimal, to do things like a 90-hour bloody DJ stream, and you know, putting my body through stress, I have to eat well, sleep well, look after myself, and don't put poison into my body. Yeah, but it is funny when I get drunk. I'm a funny drunk, so I would never drink again, because I have so much fun when I get drunk, and we do stupid stuff when I get drunk on my stream as well. And I know everyone looks forward to my birthday. So 2nd of July, I'm playing at a festival actually on the actual 2nd of July. But when I get home, we'll go live and I'll get pissed. But yeah, going back to this track, Heart Song, thank you very much for sending it in. Absolutely loved listening to that. And yeah, the vocal works really well. Nice to hear a male vocal. Next up, we've got Danny Gibson, and this is called Y'all Ready. Y'all Ready. Okay, so that was Danny Gibson. Y'all ready? I really like this, mate. It's got a really nice, authentic hard house feel to it. I love the hoovers in it. Just constant pelvic thrusts. Brilliant. Hello to everyone that's followed as well. Thank you. Hello to Epinima. Yeah, I really liked it. Really liked it. I don't know if it's been mastered yet, or maybe maybe the bass is a little bit too loud. Maybe. I don't know. I sometimes can't trust my ears because I do have tinnitus, and also I can't always trust my monitors. So, but it sounds really nice. Like, it sounds very well put together, arranged well. The length is perfect for this style. I know that I could pitch that up, and I could put that into quite a hard set as well, as something quite more like warm-uppy, groovy. Yeah, really liked it. Before I forget, I need to let you guys know as well that I'm going to be doing a 7-day music production retreat this year with Les from Lab 4 and Guyver. The three of us are going to be doing a music production retreat with Mixmasters, who I have worked with many times in the past as well. It's in Ibiza, and it's at a luxury villa. And we have a week. We have a hard dance retreat week. They mainly do like house, tech house, techno, that kind of thing. But we have a hard dance week. And I think there's still some places left. Yes, it's the one that I was going to do before COVID and everything. So, oh, my dad owns Eden. Whereabouts is it? Are you sure your dad owns Eden? Who's your dad, Joe? And I also will be playing at Eden on the Thursday that we're there. Let me just get the date. Let me just get the date. Hang on a second. When is the date? I don't think your dad owns Eden. I'm pretty sure that it's a family in Spain that owns Eden. Yeah, someone's dad has to own it, but I don't think it's Joe's somehow. One sec. It is in May. It's the May the 14th to May the 20th. So if you want to find out more info on that, basically what we'll be doing is teaching you making a tune from scratch. You'll be learning loads of stuff. It's all like in a beautiful villa in San Miguel. And yeah, just ignore him. He's just being silly. It's been funny silly though, so it's fine. So if you want to if you want to find out more about this Mixed Masters retreat that we're doing, then here is the link. So it's me, Les from Lab 4, and Guyver. We'll be there with you for the entire week. We'll also be going to Eden together, where I'll be DJing with Les and Guy at the One More Time event, like the Kevin and Perry kind of thing at Eden. Yeah, there will be like a proper promo release on this very, very, very soon, because we've just done our video thing for the video the video adverts and stuff. But I'm just giving you guys a heads up. If you are interested, get in there quickly, because there's only like 10 spaces or something like that, and I think 4 of them have already been taken. But you get all your meals like in there as well. We'll be like staying at a hotel literally just next to the villa, and we'll be there every day with you lot. You basically immersed in music production for a whole week. We're going to do fun stuff together. Basically, the reason why it's so good as well is because a lot of that you're learning will happen outside of the classroom. So it's a lot of becoming an artist in your own right is the philosophy of music. So also, what was I going to say? Also, I'm teaching DJing when I'm there as well. So some of you, if you want to learn DJing, we'll have a whole setup there, and I'll be doing one-on-one sessions throughout that week, as well as music production. It's for Logic, it's for Ableton, and it's for FL Studio. So it doesn't really matter what DAW you're using, we'll be able to help you. So yeah, get involved, have a look at that thingy if you want. If you're interested, it is really worth it. I went as a student a few years ago, and I'm now. There's a video of on you on the website. Is there? There you go. A video on me, or with me in it. Yeah, I am on there. But yeah, if you go and have a look at it, you'll see. And there's if you didn't want to go on our retreat, you can go on someone else's retreat as well. There's loads of really good producers on there. I was taught by Saytech, Steve Mack, who is part of Rhythm Masters, who's my wonderful mentor, as is Saytech. I learned so much. Like, you can never stop learning. Doesn't matter how advanced you are, you'd still get something from this. Or how basic you are. If you were completely a beginner, you would get it would be the best start ever if you just started learning music production to get on this course. Oh my god. But yeah, there you go. Hello, Big 8G. Next up, we have got a Pattern Perception remix. It's Miguel, sure thing. Pattern Perception remix. Here we go.
Be the rubber band, you be the match, I will be a fuse it, boom. Painter, baby, you could be the muse. I'm the reporter, baby, you could be the news. 'Cause you're the cigarette, and I'm a smoker. We raise a bet, 'cause you're the joker, chipped off. You are the chalk, I can be the blackboard, you can be the top. I can be the walk, even when the sky comes falling. When the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I. Put your pretty little hand in mine, babe. Even when we're down to the white dot, even when it's do or die, we can do it, baby, simple and plain. 'Cause this love is a short thing, yeah. on the blunt tip. You could be the lighter, babe. Fire it up, brighter, baby. You could be the quote, yeah. From the lyric, baby, you could be the note. The chord that saint, I'm a sinner. Prize, I'm a winner, and it's you. Did it do to deserve that paper, baby? I be the pimp. Say that I'm the one, cause you are 10. But really not pretend, even when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't shine. I got faith in you and I. Put your pretty little hand in mine, baby. Even when we're down to the wire, darling. Even when it's do or die. We can do it, baby, simple and plain. This love is a sure thing. I can be the walk. This love is short. And I'm a smoker, cause you're the joker. You are the chalk. I can be the blackboard. I can be the blackboard. Water.
There we go, Miguel. Sure Thing Pattern Perception remix. That's my mate Dave who's made that. Oh, again, this is amazing. So well done. Oh, it was just beautiful to listen to. Like, I'd really, really like to listen to that again with my headphones on and get really lost in it. Yeah, wow, exactly. So good. So good. Perfect. I only know that vocal because my children have been singing it. So I'm aware that it's a popular song. And I loved this version of it. This is my favourite. Yeah, nothing else to add apart from just keep them coming. And please, please make sure you go and follow Pattern Perception, guys. I've given you the link. I will give you the link again in case you haven't followed yet. That's the actual link to the track, so you can go and listen to that track straight away and then go and give them a follow as well. Okay, and now we've got Danny Trotter with a remix of Adagio for Strings by Tiesto. Here we go.
Drop the bass hard.
There we go. That is Danny Trotter's remix of Tiesto Adagio for strings. I must say, I really, really like the kick in the bass and that harmonic mid-high bass that you've got going on there. I think that sounds really nice. I like the shuffle with the percussion. I think it needs a little bit more effects in the quieter areas, and I wasn't sure on the little vocal hit, but someone else liked it, so I think that that's probably just a personal subjective thing. As stripped down as this, it could do with being a bit faster tempo. Yeah, I would definitely speed this up. It definitely has that tech trance feel. Someone mentioned Mario Pugh earlier. But that's all I could really think of, which is really small things to amend. But it's a solid remix, and it was nice to listen to. I really liked it. I love this kind of style of stuff anyway, personally, so. But yeah, really, really good effort, mate. Really good effort. You've all been so good. You should all pat yourself on the back, guys, for this week. You've all done amazing. Proud. Okay. Where are we going? We'll go and see... Let's go and see Claire. Claire's on. She'll be doing some trance. I'm going to send you off there. I'm off tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off. And I'll see you all on Thursday. Well, I say tomorrow's my day off. I've got a whole day of uni tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you all on Thursday. I love you all so much. Remember, you are safe and you are loved. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, everybody. I love you all immensely. Mwah! And I'll see you on Thursday. Bye. Bye. Love you. Steve. Bye, everyone.